Hi, I'm George Philbeck.
And I'm Jackie Sosa. You're probably sitting there thinking, there's no way I'm going to switch brokerages. Why should I? I was just like you.
Now, Jackie's not only my wife, she's my business partner. I was the one that was introduced to EXP first, and I took 3 months to research it. I interviewed a bunch of agents, the CEO, the COO, the CFO of the company, and I finally realized that this was a better model for my family, for my business, and for our lives. So I approached my wife, Jackie, and I said, Jackie, this is what we need to do. And she says to me,
no way. I thought I was happy where I was at. I thought my previous brokerage was giving me everything I needed. But the real reason I wasn't open to the idea is I don't like change, wanted nothing to do with it. But being the good wife that I am, I took a look at the model, and as much as it pains me to say it this time, he was right.
thank you. That's on film and on record. Now, we were with our last brokerage for 15 years. We can't say anything bad about them. They were terrific. But this blew my mind.
And ultimately, mine too.
We can't talk about EXP without first bringing into this Glenn Sanford. He's our founder. To say he's a technology and internet expert is an understatement. Mr. Sanford was involved with the internet back in the 90s before there really was an internet. He's of course a realtor and had $60 million years in production connecting consumers online. And in 2009, Mr. Sanford founded the world's first cloud-based brokerage, EXP Realty. We're already living a cloud-based life. I mean, think about where we get our movies, news, and weather.
And even Uber, a fantastic transportation company, and they don't even own one single car. Our children no longer have school books. Everything is done online. They have netbooks in the classroom.
And I don't know about y'all, but these people show up at our house at least 3 times a week.
They have such great deals. I mean, can you blame me?
Not at all. Almost every industry has become cloud-based, and those that aren't, well, they have to pay a steep price in lost business. There are some companies out there who are using technology, and they're looking to take our commissions and disrupt the industry.
And we don't like it, not one bit.
That's correct, we don't. You may recognize these names. They're using technology and massive funding to attract sellers and even charge us back for our buyer leads. If we don't at least keep up with them, we're going to be out of business.
Not going to happen, because we're fighting back with incredible lead generation, technology, training, support, and efficiency. It is all offered at a much lower cost to you. Who doesn't want to save money? And if you have a team, you'll find that everything we're going to cover will actually be like having an additional admin at no additional expense to you.
When it comes to lead generation and technology, we got it. Actually, you have it. We have Commissions Inc. and KV Core, 2 of the strongest CRM platforms for free. Not just one, but both. That's right, you get both for free. I love Commissions Inc., but my baby is KV Core. KV Core is conversions software's next generation, and this is the most amazing CRM I've ever seen. With proprietary lead generation, full IDX websites, smart CRM that use artificial intelligence to communicate with your database, and listing and transaction management, all in one place. I'm not very technologically advanced, but this platform can make a squeeze page or a landing page in less than a minute. And I have it out doing marketing for me and generating leads in less than 3 minutes. What used to take me hours now can be done in minutes. You get all this, both platforms, and they're free.
We love that they're free. We used to use Boomtown. Perhaps you're familiar with it. We were paying what?
$1,800 a month.
$1,800 a month. That's a lot of money that we now put back into our business, more marketing, or even going on vacations. George mentioned transaction management, and that's all handled through SkySlope, and that is my baby. KV Core is his baby. You're going to love SkySlope. So simple to use. And I hate to say it, but I have to. We used to have a transaction manager because this thing is so darn powerful, we no longer need one. It doesn't matter if you manage 1 transaction, 20, or even 100. It takes me less than 10 minutes a day to get everything done for all our transactions.
Between KV Core, Commissions Inc., and SkySlope, it's like having an administrative assistant, but it's free.
Exactly.
We also have access to all these: Ring Central, Millions, Map, Zipform, KV Core Open House app, and the full G Suite.
All of this is located in our world, our EXP campus, and we're going to give you a quick tour of that coming up next.
The Making It Rain platform, that's Glenn Sanford's baby. The Making It Rain platform was in part what allowed him to have $60 million a year productions. It's the most efficient lead generation engine as far as cost by far. Zillow, Realtor.com can cost anywhere from 60 to 70 or even higher for expense. Or worse, some leads charge a referral fee off the top, which can effectively cut your commission by 50%.
And for some agents, they're getting even less. We know of a few awesome agents who get part of their business from relocation referrals, but when it's all figured out, the agent gets less than 30% of the commission. So if the commission is $10,000, they're giving up $7,000. So much of it is being taken from them, considering they're the ones doing all the work.
And with the Making It Rain platform, Mr. Sanford has been able to get the average cost of lead down to $15. And it's only available to EXP agents. And we continue to add more software all the time.
Next is training, and it's unlike anything you've ever seen, and it's designed for anyone, whether you're a single agent, a mega agent, or a team. More than 25 classes per week are offered, and they're taught by the best in the country. Not the best in your office, but the absolute best in the country. You can take these classes anywhere on your computer or on your iPad. I even listen to a class when I'm driving to a listing appointment. That's right, I can attend a class on my phone. It is downright the best I've ever seen. Okay, now it's time for our EXP campus tour. This is me. I've always wanted to be a blonde, and as an avatar, I can be. And when George gets me mad, I turn into a flaming redhead.
Hold on. I saw you on campus last week, and you were redhead, and you said to me you just wanted to make an outfit change. I see where this is going. Redhead, Amazon shows up the next day. Terrific.
I'm sorry, I am so busted. Seriously, everything you need is in our world. Watch.
Hello everybody, welcome to our world. You'll notice behind me our training calendar for today. If you click on the magnifying glass, everything becomes larger and you can see what's coming up. I'll take a class later because right now I'm going to give you a tour. Take a look at our campus. Isn't it cool? You gotta admit, she's pretty cool. Okay, if you're like me and you have computer problems, this is where you go, to our Tech Outpost Center. We have it set up like a deli counter. You simply grab a ticket, wait for your number to be called, and then your service. That's it. So I'm going to leave that wait list. Oh, I accidentally popped inside. Sorry about that. But as you can see, there was somebody there waiting to help me. I left that ticket behind because I don't have an issue right now. If you have any questions whatsoever with your transaction, you'll notice to the right, our transaction team building. That's where you need to go. And straight ahead is our agent experience. It's pretty much one-stop shopping for any question you may have. All right, in addition to walking around campus, you can also teleport there. So I'm going to go to our auditorium because that's where our classes are held a majority of the time. And wow, it's packed. You see why everyone looks flat like that? It's because it's a packed house. I mean, this is amazing. It happens like this all the time. What are they talking about today? They're talking about KV Core, which is the number one thing you need to do and really master for your leads. It's a very interactive class, by the way. You can raise your hand, you can ask questions. I'm going to get out of this class and go someplace else, but let's take a listen to what they're talking about.
Isn't willing to do. That's how we're going to win that business, to distinguish ourselves, really.
Okay, I wanted to take you here because all work and no play makes Jackie a very dull girl, so I'm going to run on over to a boat. We also have recreation facilities in our world. We have a soccer field, we're building a golf course, and we have a marina. So, being that I'm married to George and he loves to go sailing, he's taught me a thing or two about driving a boat. So I'm going to hop on into the driver's seat and take her for a spin. See you later.
The support with EXP is exceptional. From our tech outpost to agent experiences, transaction, accounting, broker operations, and even human resources. I filmed a short clip. So let's go back to the world and take a look at what happens inside one of these rooms.
And agent services is kind of our first stop if we have any questions as we're onboarding or questions going on. And I believe my
Good morning, George.
Good morning. How are you today?
Doing well. How are you doing?
I'm terrific. Hey, I am recording this to save me from stopping in all the time or us stopping in. And nicely done. Backflip. Wow. All right, let's see what I got. I got a little dance move. That's about all I can pull out. Guys, everybody watching this is like, avatars, really? It's... It is, you actually, after you do this for a day or two, if you bump into somebody, you say, excuse me, which is kind of cool. So, question for you. We've got agents that are coming on board and they are in need of some support. So I always encourage them, the first line of defense is to go to agent services. What can they come to you and ask for help with?
Yeah, absolutely. We definitely encourage all agents to go ahead and create their avatar, come into the world. We have an onboarding process that is in the public chat here if you'd like to take a look at that. Whoop, my avatar is walking away. But if they have any questions on the onboarding process, definitely come in here. We can help them along the way. If they have any general questions and not sure where to go, definitely pop in here to agent service and we can give you some direction there. Also, if they're in the onboarding process, they definitely want to check out the training calendar for the live classes here on campus.
Terrific. And I actually showed him that at the Welcome Center and turned everybody left and said, this is where our current day's classes is. And I'm going to go through Enterprise and show them where they can get the future classes, because you definitely want to schedule that stuff.
Absolutely. And I've just put that website in the public chat as well.
Excellent. Well, I greatly appreciate your time. Have a lovely day. I'm going to send them up to the auditorium real quick, and then we'll go from there.
Absolutely. Have a great day, George.
Bye now. Good flip.
Bye-bye.
Boy, I really need to learn how to do one of those backflips. It's extremely efficient working with EXP. You get immediate answers, constant support, and mobility. Anywhere you open up your phone or computer, your staffed office is waiting right there for you. Plus, paperwork? It's important, but excessive paperwork is not required. Take a look.
You are going to love this. I am on the home page of SkySlope. Let's click on into our transactions here. So select Manage Transactions. Let's go to Mahogany Drive, one of our recent listings we got pending, and let's hover on over to our checklist. Here you can see what's required on the listing side. All we need is what's highlighted in red. So we need the listing agreement, and we also need a copy of the MLS printout uploaded in here. So only 2 documents are required on the listing side. On the sales side, since we have this one pending, we'll have to upload the executed contract, a copy of the escrow receipt, the MLS again, but since it's our listing, we don't need to upload that again. It's already in there, and the wire fraud advisory notice. Once we have those 4 things in queue, we upload a completion of file document, and that's it. EXP creates the DA, sends it straight to the title company, and we get paid at closing. How simple is that?
What does it cost to do business with EXP? George is the numbers guy, so I'll let him handle it.
Thanks, Jackie. With EXP Realty, we're on an 80-20 split up to $16,000 cap. That's about $2.6 million or 11 sales in our market center. There are no royalty fees, no franchise fees, and no transaction fees. However, we hope you charge one. We charge a $395 fee, and that offsets our costs. There's a $25 broker review fee and a $40 E&O insurance fee. However, that fee is capped at $500 maximum, or 12.5 sales. Our monthly fees, $50 for technology and $35 for campus, and that's it. Okay, let's apply these to some real-world numbers. Let's say you sell a home for $250,000, the commission is 2.75%, you make about $6,800. Sell 10 homes, you make about $68,000. At our old brokerage, that would have cost us $25,000. With EXP, only $15,000. The savings of over $10,000. Now, Jackie's last full year of selling homes with her past brokerage, sold 36 homes. The money she would have saved had she been with EXP, over $27,000. Okay, let's apply EXP's cost to some real models. What we're going to do is we're going to say the agent sells 10 homes and they charge a $395 transaction fee and they get it about 80% of the time. Let's take a look at how that looks for the models. Broker A is on a 75-25, no cap with their split. They charge a 6% franchise fee, $75 in monthly fees, and a $299 mandatory transaction fee. Their income, $46,000. Broker B is on a 70-30 split. Now they have an $18,000 cap. Their 6% franchise fee, $115 in monthly fees, and $100 in transaction fee. Their income is $48,000. Broker C is on an 80-20 split, but there's no cap. They have a 6% franchise fee, $100 monthly fee, and $145 mandatory transaction fee. Their income is $51,000. EXP Realty, 80-20 split, $16,000 cap, no franchise fees, $85 monthly fees, and no transaction fees. Their income, $56,000. Now let's apply that to 35 sales. With 35 sales, their total income before expenses is over $240,000. Broker A has an income of $165,000. Broker B, an income of $225,000. Broker C, an income of $182,000. And EXP, an income of $245,000. You actually get paid for selling homes.
And that is sustainable in a changing market. Here's something you probably don't get. As a matter of fact, I know you don't get this with your current brokerage. The Icon Agent Award. It's our equivalent to an Emmy. What's that all about? It's pretty simple. You cap and sell an additional 20 homes. I do need to make you aware that you'll be charged a $250 transaction fee for those 20 homes. However, if you're already making collecting a transaction fee part of your business, you won't even feel that charge and may actually have some extra money in your pocket. You'll have to contribute back to the agents and the company's well-being, and that could be by teaching a class or mentoring an agent. And you're immediately awarded $12,000 in company stock. But wait, there's more. By attending our 2 national events, EXP rewards you $2,000 in stock for each event, for a grand total of $16,000 worth of EXP stock awarded to you simply for doing your job. Remember that $16,000 cap you paid to EXP? This is how you get it back, and you get that opportunity every single year.
We talked about technology and lead generation, and in my opinion, there isn't a company that provides more. And for training, second to none.
As far as support goes, I am blown away with how great the support is at EXP, and you will be too. For example, at our previous brokerage, if I asked a mega agent or any agent really for their listing presentation, they'd never share it with us. It was their secret sauce. But at EXP, we really are a community of agents who look out for and want to help each other. You want our listing presentation? It's yours. And the efficiency that I spoke about earlier will be something you'll notice right away when you join. We just covered the cost. It's easy to see how much money you save, but wait.
There's even more. You get revenue share. There's no other brokerage I've heard of that offers this.
You get stock awards just for doing your job.
It's like a built-in retirement plan, an exit strategy, and it's willable to your family. Just like owning a business, you can transfer ownership to that business should you pass away.
That means if George dies, redheaded Jackie gets the stock and revenue share.
That means if George dies and Jackie's a redhead on campus, have the police check her out. I think we need to talk about revenue shares. This gets a lot of questions.
And it's another source of income, really.
It really is. It's almost like building a secondary business. I want to go into some detail because I think it's worth explaining. Every brokerage has a managing partner, team leader, or broker, and they all receive compensation for doing their job. So let's assume the average salary is $50,000 and their average bonus is $50,000 or $100,000 in compensation. Jackie, what's their number one job?
To bring in new agents, of course.
That's correct. Agent attraction or agent recruiting is their number one responsibility. So, Jackie, question. If you did their job and there is money already allocated to pay somebody for that position, but we don't have an EXP, isn't it appropriate for you to receive that compensation?
Absolutely.
So in doing their job, that $100,000, if you got 1 to 2% of that, $1,000 to $2,000, every year the agent stays with you. Makes sense, right?
Yep.
That is revenue share.
Seems pretty straightforward, right? Except I don't want the broker's job. And if you're anything like me, you want nothing to do with recruiting. I'm not a recruiter, I'm a realtor. I love working with buyers and sellers, but I quickly found out that it's not recruiting at all. It's something that happens organically because most people are interested in what another brokerage offers, just like I'm interested in theirs.
That's exactly right. The conversation starts pretty casually. You're working with an agent, you ask them about their brokerage, they ask you about your brokerage, and you share ideas. The next thing you know, they're doing some research online, and poof, you've attracted an agent. I'm going to dive into the potential with revenue share using our calculator. Now, this is really worth watching, so please pay attention to this. This is our revenue share calculator, and it's going to help us determine what our revenue share looks like. Before we get started, though, we have to figure out what our average agent looks like. So the average agent in the United States that sells at least one home sells about 8.5 homes per year, or almost $60,000 in GCI. However, if an agent has a real estate license, that number drops to only 6 homes per year. So let's go conservative and do that, make it 6, so about $41,000 in GCI. Now here's the important part. Everything is dependent on how many agents you directly attract. So I have to ask you to do this for me. Imagine that you blindly believe that EXP Realty has got much more technology, the training is amazing, the support and efficiency fantastic, it costs less, everything about it is brilliant. If you blindly believe that, how many agents do you feel you could attract over the course of a year? Well, I regularly hear 3, 5, 10, sometimes even 20 per year. Again, we're going to go conservative, so let's say 3 over the next year. And almost everybody I speak to is going to be practicing real estate in the next 5 to 10 years. So over the next 5 years, we can assume that number to be 15 agents you've attracted. Now, this means we open up our second, third, fourth level, but not all at once. We have to get that number of agents first. So in the first year, we'd open up our second, and so on and so forth. Now, these 15 agents over the next 5 years are nowhere near as motivated as you. They only attract on average 3 each, and them 2, and then 1, because we have at least 15, so we open up this level. So you have a total of 240 agents that you've attracted over the next 5 years. What's that look like in passive income? This is real. This is true. And we were 5 years ahead today, right now, and you had your average agent selling $41,000 in GCI, and you attracted 15 agents who attracted 3, who attracted 2, who attracted 1. Your passive income would be over $244,000. Now, it's happening all the time, and it's happening everywhere. This is happening because revenue is off the top. Doesn't have to go through profit. And it's residual income, and it's an extra business model. Pretty impressive, right?
$200,000. You're probably thinking that number is not real. Believe me, I was skeptical at first too, but I'm here to tell you that much passive income is possible. If you need more proof, as I sure did, reach out to George or the person who asked you to watch this video, and they'll gladly show you. It truly is life-changing. But wait, there's even more. You get stock opportunities. EXP is publicly traded on the NASDAQ, and our indices is EXPI. Here's how it works. After your first closing every year, you get 25 shares. When you cap every year, you get an additional 50 shares. You sponsor an agent at their first closing, you get 50 shares. And you can elect to have up to 5% of each of your commission go toward purchasing EXP stock at 20% below market value. And don't forget, once you become an Icon agent, you get that $16,000 cap awarded back to you in the form of company stock. It's easy to see why we left our past brokerage. We get all of this, and EXP keeps offering us more. But the bottom line is, it was the best move for our family, for our business, and for our lives.
There's no question it was the right choice for us. The question is it the right choice for you? Reach out to the person that thought enough to share this with you. If you like, give Jackie and I a call. Either way, thanks very much for your time. If you'd like more information, go to join.exprealty.com. Nobody will know. It'll be a secret. From both of us, thank you.
Bye.
What are you still doing here? It's over. Go home.